Okay, hello everyone and welcome. Hello Teddy, nice to see you all here. Um, and I just want to again we've got some new people just come on board, so I just want to make sure everyone can hear me okay and that everybody is able to see the slide that says Welcome to Psychology of Play. Okay, looks like everyone's good with those two things. Um, as you all have noticed probably by now, you all are muted. Um, and that's just so we don't have the noise interference in the background. Um, if throughout the session you do want to talk, um, go ahead and raise your hands and I can, or your virtual hand, and I can unmute you so you can talk. All right? Yepers. Okay. Awesome. All right. So just to introduce myself, my name is Marie Belland, and I am one of the instructors for Psychology of Play. Now I don't know about you guys, but it's late in the afternoon. I've been here since about 9:15-ish this morning in the office, and I need a little pick-me-up. So why don't we all stand up and move around and stretch and shake our arms and jump around? Coffee. I wish I only drink coffee in the morning because if I drink coffee now, that'll keep me up all night. So we're just gonna do a little dance party. And actually, that reminds me, I'm gonna play a song for you guys. I'm gonna have to unplug my headset here for a second so I can play you the song. And I'm gonna send a shout out to the first person who can name me the song. Ready? I think Shelby got it. I don't know about you guys. I'm moving around and dancing in my seat. Oh no, Courtney.
Here's a little song I wrote. I want to sing it
along.
note for note. Don't worry.
I'm not going to. You don't want me to sing. Yeah, Bobby.
Be happy.
Is it Bobby McPherson? Oh, God.
In
McFerrin,
every life we
Bobby.
have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry.
All right.
Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now.
Oh! All right. Okay, let me see here. Can you guys hear me? Nope. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, I hope that put you guys in a good mood. I know it did me. I love that song. Always makes me want to move around and dance. I agree to Anthony. That was fun. I'm glad that worked this time. Last month it didn't work, and I felt like, oh, I let the students down. So I'm glad that you were able to hear that song, even just for a little bit. So now that we're all refreshed, let's get going. Oh, I'm sorry, Robert. Oh, well. In this afternoon session, we're going to continue our discussion on play. I know you said a lot of you guys went to the 2 o'clock session, and we're also going to address the benefits that it has for all of us as adults. I also want to make sure you guys have some paper handy and a pen, pencil, or even a crayon, whatever suits you. We're going to use that later on in the session. But for this afternoon, we're going to talk about play personalities, again, the benefits of play, and how we can reconnect with play. Okay. So let me hear your thoughts on this. Do you guys think that play is valuable as an adult? Oh, yes, definitely. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Is it valuable in your life right now? Okay, same responses. Yes, all across the board. Awesome. So when we were told a couple of years ago that we needed to create a class about play, I thought to myself, well, how is that going to have a place in, this is a college psychology course. How are we going to talk about play? Um, but as I started in the research, I had that like aha moment and everything just clicked. We are hardwired for play. When we were babies and young children, play allowed us to learn social norms and rules, to explore and make sense of the world around us, and plain and simple, play allowed us to have fun. Our innate desire to play does not go away just because we've grown up. So why do we have this notion that play is just for children? Well, we don't talk about adults playing much because we get the message loud and clear that grown-ups don't have time to play. Boo. Society tells us that play is unproductive or that play is silly. And we hear that we need to be serious. But when you think about someone in your life that is all work and no play, do they seem fulfilled or happy to you guys? What adults? No, not really. Yeah. Um, so hopefully by the end of the session, you guys will see how play can benefit you as an adult, because we need to have play in our life. So maybe some of you are already really good at playing and taking care of yourself. You guys all said that play is valuable. And Haley said 5-year-old trapped in a 19-year-old body. Um, and some of your play histories may be pretty extensive already, and reflection for you guys this week will be pretty easy. But for some, it may be a little bit more difficult to think that far back into your childhood and to really take an honest look at how much joy and play you have in your lives right now. Now, I know for me, I kind of fall like on the latter part of that group because it's only in recent years that I've made play really a priority in my life, and making sure that I have time for it, and that, excuse me, I put in the same level of importance as work. Hold on a second. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. Yep, I have some water right here next to me. I, I can't get you sick unless it's all across the internet here. Excuse me. Hold on again. Computer virus. Haha, you guys. um, okay. If I don't stop coughing, I have some cough drops too. I might just put one in my mouth. Um, but anyway, so to better understand our own play history, the reading that you guys hopefully have started to read talks about some different categories of play. And this week, you're going to be asked to reflect on your personal play history. And I want you guys to be taking note of the different play activities that you've engaged in already throughout your whole life. Today, we're going to focus on the topic of play personalities specifically. And this is probably one of my favorite topics to talk about in regards to play. I think it's super fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Okay, so now that I know, nobody likes to be put in a box, right? And we don't like labels. But the second that someone um, on your screen pops up, what does your favorite song say about you? Or which Game of Thrones or Walking Dead character are you? That pops up on Facebook. We're all taking that quiz, right? I know I am. I'm like, I want to know. Am I like Theon? Well, no, hopefully not Theon. But am I Tyrion or Arya? Oh, fucking. um, And that's because we take those tests or quizzes because we like to make sense of who we are and how we fit into the world around us. And the 8 play personalities is just another form of this kind of assessment. It helps us to better understand ourselves and others. Now, no one fits in a single perfect example of a play personality type. Most of us are a mix of different types. And at different times and in different situations, people might find themselves playing a role that is different than their dominant or favorite type. So I want you to be thinking about how information can be helpful to you personally and professionally. Okay, you guys are already coming up with which ones you think you fit into, so that's fantastic. So the first one is the Joker. No, I love this picture. Cracks me up. So the Joker, this person finds humor in all of life and loves to make other people laugh. They are usually considered the class clown or the practical joker. Now, how many of you guys identify with being the Joker? Somebody said it looks just like me. Me, definitely me. Okay, so there's a bunch of you. Good. That's good because you guys really help, lighten up some of these sessions sometimes. So that's good. Yes, that's a Groucho Marx character. My husband is definitely a Joker. So before we got engaged many years ago, my husband and I looked at rings because now that's how things go. The guys just don't go out and buy a ring and then sight unseen and propose to the girl, right? The girls now have to pick out their own ring. So I showed him which style of ring I like, and I like the princess cut ring, solitaire. That's for some of you who don't know what princess cut is. That's the square. I like just a simple band. I like it, I like white gold or platinum. Well, anyway, on the day or when he proposed, Corey says so girly. It was also romantic. It was sunset. We were on our, just picture it. It was sunset. We were on our hotel balcony, which was on the beach. I got down on one knee. He was saying his lovey-dovey spiel, and then he took out the ring. And it was completely different than what I had shown him I liked. Now, I said yes, of course, because I love the guy. And after we hugged and kissed, so he reached back in his pocket, back pocket, and took out another ring and said, "Oh, here's your real ring." So that's just a very good example, actually, of my husband, the jokester. Something like that, Jared. Yeah, it was very, very cheap. You can tell it's was fake as can be. And I still have that ring, by the way, because I couldn't just throw it away. I mean, it's sentimental, All right. That's right, Courtney. Love don't cost a thing. Now, so the next play personality is the explorer. Made you talk. Well, he was still very happy I said yes, even though, he proposed with a fake ring. Then the second personality we're going to talk about is the explorer. The explorer is curious about the world and loves the adventure of exploring it. We are all born into the world as explorers. Again, think about the babies and how curious they are about the world around them. They put everything in their mouth, right? They go to everything, touch everything. Well, some people never lose that enthusiasm. Exploring can be a physical exploration, like going to a new place or trying new foods. Robert loves to travel. It can be emotional, like searching for a new feeling through music or movement. It can also be intellectual, like looking into a new subject and learning something new about a topic. So how many explorers do we have here? I know some already said they were. Um, I am definitely a explorer. I would say that's probably my first play personality. Um, I love to travel also, and I love to try new things. I am 99.9% willing to try anything new. There's maybe one or two things that I will not try. Okay. Courtney said he's a Christopher Columbus. Right. Hey, getting lost is part of the adventure, right? Sometimes when you get lost, it's, you discover something new. So awesome. So there's lots of explorers in here too. Good. Okay. Now the next one is the kinesthete. And this is a fancy schmancy word for someone who likes to move. Perhaps they are an athlete or a dancer or somebody that just enjoys to move around and enjoys exercise. Um, all of you already, I love it. I'm also a little bit of a kinesthete. I love to dance, and I don't know if other people can relate to this, but whenever I watch shows like Dancing with the Stars or So You Think You Can Dance, I always wish that I was the one that was dancing on TV or on the stage. Yeah, I said yes, yes, yes. River dance. I still want to try that. Like I'm just so jealous of those dancers up there. Um, also, I just learned about a new sport that I'm really excited to try, and actually, I think I'm going to be trying it out here later on, later in November. Um, I wonder if you guys have ever heard of it. Have you guys heard of a sport called soccer golf? Team. Yes. Oh, there's a couple of yeses. Oh, several. Yeah. Have you guys played it before? The ones who've heard of it? Oh. I think some people have. Not as good as frisbee golf. Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a cross between soccer and golf. And you play it on a golf course. Um, and if you're interested, Google it after the session. Not right now. Right now, you need to listen to me. But anyway, so I'm excited to do that. I'm gonna try that hopefully at the end of November. But who is a kinesthete in this quote unquote room? Me. Yeah, yeah. Maybe me. It's all right, Sage. Not on purpose. What does that mean, Katie? All right, so there's definitely like, yeah, sometimes, and some people are like, definitely not. Okay. You guys crack me up. Sean says he throws like a girl. Katie has an athletic job, but I'm a potato. Okay, so you're kind of forced to move around. Okay. All right. Okay, well, the next one, play personality, kind of goes along with a little bit with the kinesthete, and that is the competitor. So the competitors likes to win. They thrive on the challenge. They like games with rules, and you can either be competitive against yourself or against other people. And this can include video games, board games, sports. Um, Definitely, there's already a bunch in here saying they are. Sports fans, somebody said they like to watch sports but not play. So you're a sports fan. And sports fans can definitely be pretty competitive. They want to be top dog. Robert said play a lot of retro games, so they're one player, but I can Super Smash Brothers. Game fan, Kiana says. Marissa, I scream at my TV when I want. Me too, Marissa. I scream louder than my husband. He finds it so funny. And actually, I think that's one of the things he likes about me. when we first started dating was because I was like yelling. I'm a Chicago Bears fan, so well, I yell a lot on my TV. Somebody says I play sports like, oh, I'm so competitive. Somebody said they're so competitive. It's like someone pays them. Is that what they said? Sorry, it goes. The chat box is moving so fast, you guys, which is great because you guys are really relating to what I'm saying. But I can't read everyone's. Okay. Eagles fan. Okay. Steelers. Okay. Cowboys. I was sorry for the Cowboys. Didn't they? Well, I hate to bring up old wounds, but I don't think that they lost the other day, didn't they? Yes. All right. So I don't play one game. I don't play anymore with my family, and when I mean my family, I mean me, my husband, my brother, my sister, my cousin, and their significant others. We don't play Monopoly. Yes, because we get too competitive, and we've gotten into arguments in the past. Yes, chaos. It's been crazy. And, I don't know why, but my husband won't let me. Like, he usually ends up with Park Place and Boardwalk, and then he won't let me through without paying. I don't know why. I'm like, I'm your wife. Let me buy. No. But yeah, we get into arguments, so we don't play Monopoly anymore. I know, Alex. But I have no money. I'm broke. Uh, we play other games though. We play Scrabble or Apple Stampers and stuff like that. But yeah, no more Monopoly. After a few times, we just don't play. Yeah. Oh, you guys have some games too that you don't play. You get into bad arguments with about Family Feud. That's fun. All right. Okay, we gotta move on. Um, Here's the next one. The artist or creator. Now, there should be a lot of artists in here. Um, this is what you're in school for, right? So the artist and creator or creator admires beauty and creates it in many forms, including but are not limited to art, photography, design, writing, and so forth. The artist creator feels joy in making things and fixing things, and they're really good with their hands. They're very tactile. Courtney, is that a question for me if I graduated from Full Sail? No, I did not. I went to two other local schools. All right. So the next one, let me see. How many did we go over now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the sixth one. The sixth one is the director. And there's probably a lot of you guys in here too. This person gets joy from running things and directing others. This might be a company or a party or event, a movie, or could be even the leader of an organization. Do you guys know anyone at work or amongst your group of friends that like to plan things for everyone? For instance, if someone's having a birthday party, they want to be the one to organize the celebration, or family vacation, they are the ones that come up with the itinerary of what everyone is doing. My dad, Isabel, said. Um, and so they're definitely the event planner or organizer of the group. Also, when it comes to work or school, and there's team projects, they usually like to be the leaders or the team captain. So who are the directors? Somebody says, Eric says he got labeled the director a lot. Me, kind of. Okay, so there's a lot in here too. Adrian said she's too organized. little OCD. All right. Now the next one, the storyteller. The storyteller loves to create imaginary stories for everyone's enjoyment. And it's all about the imagination. And this can also include people that enjoy reading or watching films. Have you ever heard someone say that they can easily get lost in a book? Um, that's a storyteller. I have, okay. People that enjoy making themselves part of the story are storytellers. You know, the photographers, dancers, they can tell story with movement. Authors, filmmakers, and I consider myself a storyteller too. I love to escape into a good book or movie. It's my de-stressor. Um, and I also like to put things together, like this presentation. I'm a little nerdy like that. So, okay, somebody said they like to spend all day with a good book. Oh, well, thank you, Marissa. For some reason, I can't scroll up, you guys. If I missed your comment, I can't go back up. Oh no, Zenon. I hope it was a good book. It sounds like it had to be if you got in trouble reading. Cool. So you guys can relate to this. Um, and based on the comments, it sounds like a lot of you guys are storytellers. Um, now, throughout this month, you're going to have the opportunity to tell your personal stories through several of your assignments and discussions. So I can't wait to, you know, find out more about that. Haley said she also got in trouble in class for reading a book. Sure, Robert. All right. And last but not least is the collector. Now, this person loves collecting experiences and things for fun. They want to have the biggest or best collection, and it's not necessarily like in a competitive way. It's just for the sake or fun of having these items or experiences. So, who identifies with being a collector? Somebody said collect video games, knives and swords, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Long time ago. Okay, definitely collect pens, different styles and shapes. Cool. Magic cards, Beanie Babies. Okay, there's a lot of collectors in here actually. It's awesome. um, my father-in-law is definitely a collector. He collects everything from movies to coins to even Hot Wheel cars. I think at one point he even was collecting Happy Meal toys from McDonald's. Um, Also, one of the other PYP instructors also loves to collect experiences. She loves to go to concerts. I've only known her for a few years, but I've already lost count of how many concerts she has gone to in that time period. She goes to a concert, I think, like once or twice a month, so pretty frequently. And whenever she goes on vacation, a lot of her vacations would revolve around a concert also. Oh, Michelle says shot glasses from all different places that she's been to. Michelle, what's your favorite shot glass? From where? Berlin. Awesome. Cool. Sounds good. Awesome. And there are really a lot of collectors in here. All right. I didn't expect that actually, but I'm glad I'm learning this about you guys. All right. So again, those are all the 8 play personalities. Remember, you can be different personalities in different situations, as well as with different people. Um, and for the challenge this week, keep in mind, just think about your top 2 or 3 play personalities that you associate with or you have the strongest connection to. For instance, my top 3 play personalities are explorer, storyteller, and competitor. Um, Anyone want to tell me to share theirs? What's your top 3 play personality? You guys crack me up. Michelle said artist, collector, storyteller, explorer, artist, storyteller, storyteller, artist, collector, artist, director, storytellers, Narcisse. Sorry. Bit of all, Alex said. Awesome. All right. You guys are good to go. You guys are good to start going with that assignment. So, any questions so far before we move on? Okay, awesome. So we briefly talked about the value of play at the beginning of the session, but we're going to go back to that topic now and look at some research. Okay, there was a question. Hold on a second. Oh, can you repeat that? I can't read it. For some reason, I'm not able to scroll up. I don't know what is wrong. Something about the final project or the assignment. What about the things due on Sunday? Um, I wasn't planning to, but we'll have some Q&A time at the end of the session, and you can ask it then. Okay? Let's hold off on some of the questions about the challenges and or any of the activities until the end of the session. So we got a lot more content to cover. I can if you guys want to, okay? I'll go over the assignment. All right. So write your question down somewhere so you remember it. Okay, thanks, Daniel. Excuse me. So the research that we're going to look at shows some very valuable benefits of play to us adults. And the first benefit that it says is that it connects us to others. Play connects us to others, creates a sense of community. As I said before, when we were younger, it helped us learn social norms and rules, really how to relate to and interact with each other. Excuse me again, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, I had to take a cough drop here. So if I sound kind of a little weird, that's why. um, I was totally fine before the session, but now for some reason, my throat's just drying up. But anyway, so play helps us to figure out how to relate to and interact with each other. And that hasn't changed just because we've grown up, right? Especially when we still play sports and games. And as I already mentioned to you this month, or maybe I didn't, um, you're going to come together. You're going to work on a couple assignments as teams. And I hope that, you use what you've learned in play and use some fun activities to help you guys connect with each other and find the common ground. Excuse me. All right. Another benefit of play is that it fosters creativity, flexibility, and learning. Um, Play stimulates our imagination. I know, Corey, I need warm tea with honey. I wish I had some right now. Um, and usually, after we take a little play break, we return to work and generate more ideas, and we become a little bit more productive. And there was something, to that whole recess thing when we were in school. Um, Studies have shown that kids are able to pay more attention to their lessons after recess. And that's the same with us adults. So take 10-minute breaks after, maybe 15 minutes of work and try to see how your productivity increases. I usually take some walking breaks, with other instructors during the day, um, just to take a breather, or even take a few minutes just to get up from my desk after I've been working, for a while, just to talk. And sometimes this helps me, like if I'm stuck with a problem, help me brainstorm some ideas that I want to share with you guys, or just talk out a problem if I have an issue with, that's going on at that moment. So it really does help with that. It also reduces stress. We are usually, again, more productive and more fun to be around when we're not stressed out and are trying to pull our hairs out. Um, Dopamine and endorphins are released into our brain when we play and when we move around, which usually improves our mood and helps release the tension that we feel. Uh, when you're feeling stressed, play a game or move around, when you're feeling overwhelmed, like we did earlier. Hopefully, you guys, that I know it helped me kind of re energize when we did that, so I hope it did too for you guys. Yeah, Michelle, exactly. Play with your dog in the backyard. Or somebody said they like to listen to the Backstreet Boys. It's awesome too. Robert said the last session was very energetic. Awesome. Play also teaches us perseverance because we become committed to mastering a challenge. Um, think like wellness challenges at work. We have them. Video games like Candy Crush, where you unlock challenges, and then every time you complete a specific stage, the difficulty increases. Fruit Ninja, yeah, that's fun actually. Um, um, Playing an exotic instruments, cool. Farm Heroes. I used to be into Farmville a lot too. I had to stop. I was getting too obsessed. Waking up in the middle of the night just so I can harvest. It was not good. Um, Also, think about when you're learning something new, like a new skill, or a new application, like Pro Tools, or an instrument, or a design technique. How determined do you get to mastering those skills? Well, thank you, Corey. Video games are used to train soldiers how to focus. Yep, exactly. And play also, well, play just makes us happy. It strengthens our spirit, attitude, and overall well-being. Incorporating play in our lives is an antidote to loneliness, isolation, anxiety, and depression. In fact, if for those of you who have done the reading already, what does Stuart Brown say is the opposite of play? Can you guys tell me? Awesome, Joshua. Depression. Yes. He says the opposite of play is not work, it's depression. So if you're feeling sad, go out and play, and that will help you feel better. And lastly, a little play goes a long way. Um, and you don't have to play all day, every day. No, play is a catalyst. Add in 10-minute play breaks here and there, and you'll feel the benefits. Also, everyone's play is different. I'm not telling you to go and play hopscotch every day or do something that doesn't seem fun to you, but think about how play is meaningful to you. Which activities invigorate your soul? Sean said, playing with your kids make him happy. Me too, Sean. Gaming, drawing, coloring, reading, drawing, writing, drawing, baking, ukulele. Awesome. Good. So you guys know, it's great that you guys know where your go-to things are to help you play. Fantastic. Okay. Any questions? Oh yeah, Robert says screaming matches with his old roommate. Dancing. I'm glad you guys are liking the pictures. All right. So, okay. So now we've talked about play personalities. We talked about what the benefits of play are. So now how do we play? Where do we begin? And Stuart Brown has come up with actually some practical tools that can really help you get back on track with reconnecting with those emotions that you experienced when you were younger, um, when you had true play. And the first thing Brown says is change how you think about play. You're not wasting your time. Play is not something that you should feel guilty about. Um, and there's definitely time for play if you make it a priority. And we all have things that we have to do that are not fun, like work or taking care of the kids or chores. But really, balance is key. So give yourself permission to play. It can be, Kiana, if you consider work play. Yeah, sometimes, and that's what you're here for, right? You came to Full Sail because these are you're pursuing your passion, and because what your passion is fun to you, and you consider it play. So that's why you're here. Hey, that's awesome, Robert. Robert likes to learn, and he's an explorer in that. Okay, so remember that the paper that I had you guys put aside next to you? Get those out. We're gonna do a little activity. Um, what you can use a pen, you can use a pencil, crayon, whatever. So on your paper, I want you guys to draw a quick drawing of a coffee cup and a saucer. I'm gonna give you guys a few, a little bit of time to do that. And at the end of when you're done drawing, make sure that you guys take a second or two to admire your masterpieces. And let me know when you're done. Okay, you don't need to fix it. Just do a quick drawing. Just whatever your first initial thing is. It's okay. All right. So how many of you guys drew your cup from the side view? Marissa says she did. Okay, a lot of you did. Clayton, sell it for $5. A little slanted. Okay. So you did both. Okay. Do you mind from the inside? So like this, Sean? Like the one in the picture? Yes. Okay. Good. Well, studies find that most people actually draw a coffee cup. They do it from the side, like many of you did, and not from the top. And we have the tendency to see things from one perspective. You know, we kind of suck that way. And when we play, we're able to see things from different kinds of perspectives. So you can practice this um, version in your own of the experiment. Think about just the different shapes and sizes and patterns and different angles and different vantage points that you can draw a coffee cup and saucer. It might feel a little silly, or you're kind of feeling at first that you're kind of forcing yourself to do it, but it's going to help you see the details and the connections and the solutions that nobody else has seen. Um, and before today, you might have had the perspective, or before this class even. Some of you are, like you said, you enjoy learning. So some of you may have already read all this in the reading. And you might have had the perspective before this class that there's no time for play, or that play has little value in your lives right now. But hopefully you can reframe that perspective and really start to incorporate play in your life. All right. So another thing you can do is take a play history and think about your play memories. What activities did you enjoy? Were you alone? Okay, Lorenzo said, wow, great exercise. I get that. The brain sees. That's how you do it. Sorry. Huh, that's awesome. Okay. So when you're thinking about what you did when you were younger, um, were you by yourself? Were you with other people? What did these games or activities have in common? What kind of skills um, did you use when you were playing these activities? How can you recreate these activities today? And keep this in mind, again, that everyone's play history is different. So it's not going to look like the same as somebody else's. Awesome. You guys do a lot of good play activities. All right. Well, negativity breeds negativity, but the opposite is also true. And positivity breeds positivity. So surround yourself with playful people, because a positive environment supports your sense of play. And I can definitely attest to this. And because I work with, I really enjoy my work environment. I work with some awesome and fun people. Somebody said that they role played Jurassic Park with their friends when they were younger. That's awesome. Yeah, role playing is fun. When you're kids, it really, opens up your imagination. Part of role playing, um, and it also helps you kind of figure out what, like social norms in that, and what this person, their role is this and what that person does or what that character does. That's Jedi in the Galaxy. Sean says his sisters and him. Sean, I'm assuming you're. Sometimes I don't know anymore. Sorry, guys, if you're by the names. Some names are unisex now. So I'm hoping I'm. Okay, thank you, Sean. um, Sean says he and his sisters sing Grease songs. That's awesome. Cops and Robbers, Ninja Turtles. Yes. Rockets and Derby Cars. All right, you guys are fun. All right. And then play with the little ones and pets. One of the best kinds of play is with kids and pets. And somebody said they love to play with their kids. I do too. Um, and one of the reasons why I really enjoy playing with my little kids, and I have an 8-year-old and I have a almost 11-month-old, is that you can see the world, through their perspectives, and everything, especially my 11-year-old, is like so new to him, and it's just so awesome to see that. And you lose that, as we get older, we lose that sense of wonder, and I'm kind of experiencing that again. And I don't know if you guys with kids can relate to this, but it's just so fun to see, and so much joy that they have just for like the other day we were just playing. He was just handing the ball back and forth to me, and he was just having so much fun. And it really helps us connect to a pure form of play when we play with kids and pets. That's awesome, Anthony. Yeah, because pets are just like kids, Exactly, Drake. And they also help you experience the magic of play. Now, Brown does stress that we don't need to play every second of every day. You only need a little bit of play to boost your joy, your creativity, and your happiness. So it really is just about starting to get back on track. By taking a little time to play each day, you clear your mind of the clutter, the stress, the negativity, and then you can focus again. Um, but you'll be better because you'll have a renewed sense of optimism and creativity. So just to wrap it up, we're almost done, and then we'll go into any questions you guys have. In this session, you learned that we are hardwired for play, that our desire for play does not go away as adults, and that it is very beneficial to continue playing into adulthood. We discussed the play personalities, how to reconnect with play, and hopefully I have planted the seed for the week for you guys and help you guys get started thinking about the activities that you used to do as a child. Um, Also, you might have a better idea of which play personalities you are. I know most of you guys seem to be pretty clear on that. Um, and that's going to help you with the assignment this week. So, there was a study in Japan a few years back that showed that looking at cute animal pictures can actually improve a person's productivity at work. And the idea behind that is that their tiny faces doing super cute things can trigger this like nurturing impulse in humans, much like you get when you see babies. Um, so I'm going to end this presentation with this picture. And here it is. Now, I love this picture. It makes me smile. It's so cute. It reminds me of ET. Oh my, but, um, I don't know. I just love this picture. Every time I look at it, I just think it's the cutest. It kind of makes me feel happy. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Phone home. Yes. You have to draw it? Okay. I can send you the link, Katie. Why don't you, actually, let me see. I can pull it up real quick. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. And then you can, that way, I can't type. All right. For some reason, I can't type. Okay. Yeah, Katie, you can screenshot it. This is the link right here, the second to last link. Cancel. But if you want to email me also, you can send me an email. What's going on? My email is m.marie Belland, BELLAND at wholesale.com. All right. And that's all we have today. So I know you guys have questions. Is there an attendance question? No. These sessions are optional, so there's no attendance question. Oh, that's awesome, Daniel. It's super fuzzy right now. Jared said watch his YouTube channel. Can we just look it up under you, Jared? Jared, what's the last name? What's your last name again? Okay. Hold on, you guys. I have a few questions. Okay. Let me. Can you guys raise your hands and I'm gonna unmute you guys so you can ask your question that way because the chat box is still going up pretty fast. Hold on a second. There is something that's preventing me from typing. Okay, that was it. All right, now I can type. All right. Ah. Oh, okay. Were you guys not hearing me very well? Oh no. Oh man. Okay. I went through all that session and you guys could barely hear me. Only the last 2 minutes. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. All right. So where are the questions? You guys are so sweet. All right. Well, what I'll do is I will post. I'll be posting on archive anyway. So, in case you missed something, you will have that to listen to. Who was that? Who said? Somebody asked, how did play? How did you want this challenge assignment laid out? What do you mean by that? Okay, while you're coming up with a clarification for that question, um, how do you want? Okay, Clayton, I'm going to answer your question first. How did you make play useful in your life? I use play just well, my one thing about play is that I use it as a de-stressor. Um, like I told you before, I love to read and I like to watch movies. So my husband's been trying to get me to cancel cable for a long time, and I've bought him because I'm like, it's my time to like just veg out after long days of work. So I do that. And I also use it just to connect with the people that I love and that matters to me. And that's how I use play for the most part. I mean, I feel like all the benefits that we talked about in regards to play, I feel. Um, so, it's just something that kind of comes when you do it, you feel the benefits of it. Thank you. Do I feel like a kid trapped in an adult body? I don't know about that, but sometimes I wish, like, when you were younger and you're like, I can't wait to get older. My 8-year-old says that a lot. He says, when we tell him he has to go to bed, it's not fair. You get to stay up too late. You guys got to stay up late and I have to go to bed. And I just always tell him, you are lucky. You don't have all these other responsibilities. So I sometimes, I think to myself that the best time sometimes, I mean, I enjoy my life now, but the best time was college because you had the least amount of responsibilities and a whole lot of playtime. Exactly, Zenon. Yeah. Bye, Michelle. Okay. Next question. There was a question about the assignment. Okay, for our discussion for the visual, can it be an old picture doing an activity or do we need to do a new picture? You should do a new picture because for the assignment, it's actually asking you to play, like for the activity. So it should be a new picture. Unless it could be a representative of something that you still do. Um, what do you mean? What do you recommend we use? You mean what application? Um, well, the assignment itself is asking you. You can use Prezi, you can use Pinterest, you can use Pictochart or Poplet. I guess I don't have an iPad, so I don't know which application is easy to use on the iPad. I would suggest that you use an application that one you're already familiar with, and two, if you're not familiar with any of those four applications, that you use one that you seems easy to you, that's user friendly for you, and that you can do on your iPad. Don't make it harder on yourself. Okay, Clayton said, when using Play, who can you easily connect with, more adults or kids? It depends, Clayton. To me, it depends on what kind of play. Um, Sometimes my sons, like my 8-year-old just wants to, he loves sports and he particularly loves football, and he always wants to go out and like throw the football around. And I do enjoy football, but I don't enjoy playing it, so I don't enjoy that much. So it just depends on the activity. Okay. Okay, bye, Sage. Thank you. How would you use Pinterest for this assignment? Um, Well, you can look, you can find pictures online that represent, your past play, your present play, your future play, and then pin that and then write a description about it. How do we cite pictures on Pinterest? You can copy and paste the, I think Pinterest, well, one thing, I think Pinterest automatically almost kind of ties in the link of the picture. That's still a good thing about Pinterest, but you could also copy and paste the link where the image is from and put that in your description. Haley, hold on. In our discussion for for the visual, sorry. Can it, no, that's an old question. Sorry, I answered that question already. What is the assignment task you want to do again? Are you talking about the challenge or the discussion? Marissa says, so we would create a new board and drag and drop into the assignment. Yes. Or you can create 3 different boards. Could be your past play, your present play, future play, or you can combine it all together. However you want to organize it. Okay, challenge. Okay, let me see. Okay. What is the assignment task you want us to do again? That is a very broad question, Lorenzo. Can you specify? You guys are asking very good questions, but you have to be a little bit more specific. Are we to depict this through a series of photos? Yeah, yes, that's part of the assignment. You have to. Here, I'm going to share the instructions with you guys. Hold on, let me change this. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, so for the challenge assignment, you have to create a vision board of what your play history was like. And you have to show 2 images representing your past play, 2 images representing your present play, and 2 images representing your future play. For each image, you have to identify what play personality and what quality of play is that image is showcasing. And you also have to provide details and explanation on why it fits that specific personality and why it fits that those qualities of play that you identified. Thank you, Robert. Yes. Hale said, can the visuals in our challenge assignment, can they fall under more than one quality of play? You really should have 6 different images. How does future play work? I would say that would be what you see yourself doing. You could tie it into your career choice or just things that you think you would be doing play wise in the future. So it could be career based or it could just be personal based. No, you don't have to cover each type of play. What do you mean by type of play, Robert? Quality of play. No, you don't have to cover each quality of play. However, You can, like some people actually can list all the qualities of play for a specific activity that they did and explain how that fits all of them. Um, you can just identify one or two or three, however many you think. Remember, the more detailed you are in your assignments, the better it will give the idea to your instructor regarding who you are and what your play history is and what your play personalities are. Okay, good. Okay. Marissa, can you put more than two images? You can. Um, yeah, you can if you want to, but at least a minimum of two images for each of those categories. Okay. Yeah, usually when we talk about past play, we consider that as in your childhood. No, you don't have to go that far back if you don't want to, but something in the past, yes. There are some students sometimes that really can connect. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Well, as I was saying, there really are some students who are, let's say, they're studying to be a game designer or in game dev, and they really can make that connection to how, they used to play their first video games when they were 7 years old, and how that love for that video game kind of, and they continue that, to now, or how that has evolved and has become, their choice of career. So they can really chase that. And then some students, maybe not so much. It doesn't matter. It's whatever represents you. Exactly, Joshua. So when you upload the file onto the activity to submit your assignment, what that means is you put your link into like a Word document or a Pages document, and make sure you have your name on it, and then you upload that document onto the with your link and your name onto the platform. Okay, and that will go for pretty much every one of your assignments where you use Web 2.0 tools. That's how you turn it in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's only the link, but you need to make sure that you cite all your images. If you have those citations on your actual assignment, on the application that you chose to complete, then that's fine. If you don't, some people add it onto the Word document. You could do that too. That's fine. All right, let me see. I got to scroll up. Joshua, do you have a special format for it? There's no special format. It's good practice for you guys if you know. If you already know APA format, do an APA format. If you don't and want to learn APA format,
challenge yourself and do it in APA format, because you're going to need to, even though it may not be required for this class, in your English classes, you're going to need to know APA format. So it's good practice now. All right. Oh, good. You guys are making some good connections here too. That's awesome. What happened to MLA? Um, you know, I never really used MLA format. I think there's some schools or some specific industries that use it. My background is psychology. My master's is also in um, similar in counseling. So I never used MLA. I always used APA, and that is what is used by most colleges and universities. APA stands for American Psychological Association. Here's a website that you can use and go to, and you'll know this website through your English classes later on too. Um, Sorry, project apa.info. Oops, sorry. Okay, that's the website, projectapa.info. Let me look it up. And this was actually created by an English teacher here at Full Sail, specifically for Full Sail students to use. And it's to help you learn about APA formatting on your assignments, on your citations. And they use this, reference this a lot in your English classes, so later on when you go into English. All right. All right, bye then. And any more questions, you guys? Do you know if we will have to use anything higher than APA? No, not that I know of. Yeah, and I never used anything higher than APA, not even in my degree program. We can save the chat log from these sessions. All right. Awesome, you guys. Now, you guys aren't in the same sections, are you? You're from different sections and are just connecting with each other here? Awesome. That's fantastic. All right. Bye, Lorenzo. All right. All right. Last call for questions before I close out. Thanks, Sean. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you, Joshua. I don't know. Like, I just started acting up during the session. So crazy. Okay, bye, Robert. Bye, Michael. Bye, Daniel. Thank you. You guys are so nice. All right. If you guys think of any other questions about your assignments, contact your instructor. All right. Bye, Daniel. Bye, Brandy. Thanks, Marissa. You too. You guys have made it really fun. Bye, Dylan. Bye, Terry. Thank you, Terry. All right, I'm closing this out. Bye, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.